So, hello world. Great to see you there. My name is Monica Kang. I am the founder and CEO of InnovatorsBox, and I'm super excited that you are here today. So, this is, let's see, May 4th, 2020. I didn't realize I've already been online until I got started on it. And, just really excited. Happy month of May. I hope wherever you are doing well and pacing yourself, and just, do what you can do. Uh, Today, I'm excited to share a few things. One, thank you all for your support and love and all the shows and interviews that we've been doing. I've been getting a lot of great feedback, comments, insights. I'm so happy to hear that it's been inspiring you, how you can be creative, how you want to take a different look at what you want to do as a leader, and what it means to be creative. I have some updates on that as well. And two, just thought I'll take a moment to share about some upcoming things. Okay, so first, I want to say that, I originally started this out of genuine curiosity of, wanting to figure out how we can stay positive. And now before I realized there is over 100 plus interviews I've done for the Curious series, which is crazy to think about it in 2 months. We also have about two 20 plus episodes that we have already done for the creativity show, and a few more coming up. And for the month of May, it's really special because May is many things. May is the month of graduation. It's Asian American Pacific Heritage Island, AAPI, Proud Asian American, and mental health awareness, and also small business, week. And so there's a lot going on. I do want to take a moment to say, let's take a moment to celebrate these. And we're going to do this in a couple of different ways. So one, you're going to be finding out soon some creative shows that we are going to be starting, because I want to celebrate these different voices by having creative ones on the show. And so stay tuned. But be ready to join us live on Wednesday, 2 to 3 p.m. on EST, and then other time zones. I'll share that. That's where you can join us live for 2 episodes. That's going to be, let's remember the dates. It will be next week, May 13th and May 20th. And so that's one big news that I have to share. And so you're going to find out the structure, but it'll be an hour creative show. I have a series of interviews and games. And so you'll be invited to join us live and participate in that. And, get to know some of these innovators who happen to be Asian American. The second piece is I am excited to share that we will be soon doing some online programming so that you can participate now to learn how you can be a better innovator. I've been getting some messages from all of you asking, okay, well, Monica, that's great. You're asking these people, but I want to figure out how I can be better creative, how creativity actually helps me. So stay tuned for that. I'll be giving you updates, but for the time being, I hope this continues to be a resource where you watch this, think about how you want to rethink about what you do, and just understand that, for the type A's out there, remember, understanding creativity is beyond arts, because in the way it's really knowing how your brain works and understanding how to communicate, how to decide, how to see things differently with abundance when there is scarcity. So stay tuned for that. And the third thing is just, continuing on these shows to inspire you. So we're going to keep trying new topics, new themes, new structure, but we'll be here every week to support you, to inspire you how you can be creative, courageous, and connect. And today in particular, I wanted to pull out one of my favorite books from Neil Gaiman. Shout out to him. And I don't know if you know this, but one of his graduation speech when he did out in 2012, the speech was so good that they made it into a book. And as I sit here where we realize it's been about 2 months, especially in the States with COVID-19, a lot of things have evolved in the way that we did not anticipate, and we're still processing. So while you're at it and thinking about, what value am I bringing? What am I doing with my time and energy? I thought I'd read you a piece that's been really sitting with me to think more about that as well. So this is one of the things he speaks. If I can find it. The fifthly, while you are at it, make your art. Do the stuff that only you can do. The urge starting out is to copy, and that's not a bad thing. Most of us only find our own voices after we've sounded like a lot of other people. But the one thing that you have that nobody else has is you, your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. So write and draw and build and play and dance and live as only you can. The moment that you feel that, just possibly you're walking down that street naked, exposing too much of your heart and mind and exists on the inside, showing too much of yourself, that's the moment. You may be starting to get it right. The thing is, I've done that work, and the best were the things that I were the least certain about, the stories where I was sure they would either work or more likely the kinds of embarrassing failures people would gather together and talk about until an end of the time. They always had that in common. Looking back at them, people explained why they were inevitable success while I was doing that. I had no idea, and I still don't. And where would be the fun of making something you knew was going to work? So I'll be honest with you, a lot of what I'm doing here as well is a bit of just trusting my guts. And, I'll be honest. While it is with the mission of inspiring you and how you can be creative, positive, how we go about it is really taking day at a time and thinking about, what would really help me, what would help you, what would energize us to see things differently, and think about how we find the courage to be creative. And so I am doing as well, one thing at a time, and look forward to hearing your thoughts and how we can continue to co-create this space. Because frankly, I do feel that, creativity, whether it's my creative workshops or training, education and the way professional development and learning has to change. It's not just going to be simply a solution of having, let's do more online courses or have an accountability program. We're going to provide that as well. Rest assured. And I think it's amazing of all the people who are doing it. But I want to challenge us a little bit more, knowing that we're going to be here for a while. Think about all the educators out there who's also navigating this. Maybe we just need to take a pause to think about what's the best good art that we need to each create, that only we can originally do, whether that's in your teaching, your math work, your data work, the software that you build, whatever that is. Let's take a moment to think about that. And I want to share you a poem that came across at one of my interviews that was so beautiful and timely. And she made a good point about how in our conversation that, maybe because things are so confusing, reading poems that are open-ended, that push us to get comfortable with the openness would be a good thing. So here it goes. This is One Art by Elizabeth Bishop. It goes like this. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day except the fluster of lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to answer. Then practice losing further, losing faster, places and names where it was you meant to travel. None of these will be a disaster, no bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last or next to last of 3 loved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, and vaster, some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent. I missed them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, a gesture I love, I shan't have lied. It's evident. The art of losing's not too hard to master, though it may look like. Write it like disaster. One Art by Elizabeth Bishop, so timely and so meaningful. I understand at this point, I've received a few more emails of friends saying that, Monica, I'm not at a good state because I've lost a few people right now, and people in the process of fighting the battle. And I think it's important as we continue to create and find meaning into what we do. How are we being present? And hey, interesting fun fact, that's from 1983 and 1979. We're probably a lot more going back to our basic roots of being a human being. And it makes me wonder, we keep looking for solutions and insights, but maybe a part of it is just learning how to sit still and be where we are and learning how to navigate. Being comfortable trying out these shows and conversations, knowing that hopefully this will come and sit in the right way to inspire you, to give you hope in the message. And so those are some of the things I wanted to share today. Really, really excited about what we have more coming to ignite you with some creative shows and some creative programmings. And for those who didn't know, of course, you can buy some of our products on our website. But I wanted to circle about my book, Rethink Creativity. I'm going to have a special announcement on this book as well. But if you haven't checked out, it's on Amazon. I'll put the link. But one place I want to start sharing a glimpse of why rethinking creativity right now is going to be so important is because at the end of the day, it's our mindset. This is much of a mental fight as well as a physical fight. So this is what I was going through a while back, and how I found that rereading this even for myself is hugely helpful. So do you ever wake up wishing today could somehow be different or better? Or wonder how you've ended up here? Or thought that somewhere along the way you've taken a wrong turn? I remember asking myself those questions one morning during my commute after rubbing my blurry eyes, and releasing the heavy sighs that weighed down my body. I was startled by the reflection I saw in the bus window. The woman staring back at me that morning on the bus looked unhappy, scared, and defeated. I didn't recognize her. How could I feel so stuck in a job I loved? And I continue to share how it gets to a better place. And one of the things that I believe this is impossible, because it is true. Do you believe in your limitless potential? Because I do. And I truly do. And I know some of you I have not met yet. Some of you maybe I'm meeting for the first time. But whether it's you thinking about how you're navigating your loss and learning how to lose things in a different way, taking the courage to rethink about creativity and making space for where you are, or making good art, I hope you know that there's a place and time and we can do that. So this is Monica King from InnovatorsBox. Thank you for tuning into my creativity show, and stay tuned because we got a lot of exciting things coming up and we want you to be part of it. So let us know in the comments what other things you would love to see, how you are feeling right now, or drop me an email. We want to be of support to you, and it's been exciting to see how this has been helpful so far, and more that we're building out to inspire you how you can be creative. And so thank you all very much. Stay tuned for more updates, and then I'll see you soon again. So have a great week and happy May. Congratulations, class of 2020. Go celebrate. Also got some messages out for you coming soon. Okay, talk to you later.